Hello and welcome to another edition of Stock Watcher as we get into the back end of the trading week. We're still looking at earnings reports and they're coming out quite successfully this time for Disney and for Uber as they have reported very, very generous revenues for the last 3 months. And we're seeing that Disney's stock has advanced after hours and has actually even jumped higher on the previous session as well. We'll look at the charts shortly. But, just going into the earnings season and obviously into 2022, we're seeing omicron cases drop and pandemic cases drop in America as well, which means more theme parks are opening and obviously generating more revenues for Disney around the world. And also their Disney Plus subscriber numbers have actually surged as well. They added 11.8 million subscribers in the last 3 months of 2021, taking the total to almost 130 million worldwide, and obviously hot on the heels of their competitors as well. So, as I said before, Disney says the trips to theme parks have been opened and surging, and subscriptions to its streaming services beat expectations as well. Uber, on the other hand, are obviously still reaping the rewards of the pandemic, kind of winding down as their services have actually been more buoyant, and revenue and everything else has started to go upwards as well. The company's delivery segment as well, which includes Uber Eats, is also doing quite well, even though we are coming out of the pandemic, hopefully. So that was quite a big thing during the pandemic. Obviously, a lot more people ordering food online, and we'll see where it goes from there. So Disney, I just see what from the peak when we saw the height of the pandemic in early 2021, we saw this slowdown, and obviously subscriber numbers were hit significantly. However, we are looking at a slight pickup now. I'll just zoom in for the areas of interest so it's a little bit easier to see. And at the moment, we're seeing a bit more of a push to the upside, very, very buoyant candlesticks on the daily chart at least, and moving away from these pre-pandemic lows. And so we're just looking to see now. The next target for me would be a move possibly to the lower border of the Ichimoku cloud, roughly to the 150 region, and that will give us more impetus to the upside. I'll just bring this screen in a little bit more to put the prices in, so it's a bit better to see. There we go, it's a bit better. So, we're looking at this psychological 150 barrier here. Not too much on the divergence on RSIs or MACDs at the moment. So it's purely driven by subscriber number and revenues. And obviously, as we get into 2022, if there's no other waves of the pandemic and no other lockdowns, which is not likely, we're looking to see that theme parks will remain open, and the public will be able to obviously go to these attractions and spend more money. If we look at the 4-hour chart more significantly enough, we are now looking that the candlesticks are breaking the Ichimoku cloud, which signals a move to the upside, and it's very thin here, which means an easy break. And now we're having this very, very nice confluence line here of where the candlestick is now and the top border of the Ichimoku cloud. This means that it could be a very, very strong support, and so a move up is more likely than not. Just have to keep an eye out for this divergence, possible divergence on the RSI. If we go a little bit too high to the overbought area, then we could possibly see a bearish divergence in this sense. So just keep an eye out for that as well. And just a quick look on Uber. Just going to go onto the daily chart because it has been quite buoyant in recent sessions. We did see a bit of a dramatic fall for most of the back end of last year. However, we are now looking at prices hopefully finish this kind of dead cat bounce maneuver, and now we are looking to another push to the upside. If we do get resistance, however, look for this next dead cat bounce. I'm saying dead cat bounce because it looks like a kind of, it's the closest pattern I can probably see from it. We might see another leg lower. However, if we can break this particular area, which is quite thin on the Ichimoku cloud, then another push to the upside could be evident. And so it's looking not too bad for Uber as well. Let's just take a look on the 4-hour chart. And we've got this very, very choppy action on the 4-hour chart. However, if we break it down, we are looking at a slight bearish channel here. But at the moment, we are just seeing another leg to the upside. So that's quite significant. And we could see more price movement to the upside as well. So just see, if we break past these particular levels, we've broken past the mean as well. If we can have another test at the upper channel, this could be quite significant, so we'll see what happens there. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Join me tomorrow for more stock news, and we'll speak again then. Bye for now.